There's more than a hint of dig for victory at this year's show, with designers seeking their inspiration from a time when we grew much of our own food out of necessity. This garden, designed by Bunny Guinness, takes those old values of self-sufficiency and blends them with modern ideas. Bunny, growing your own is massive at the moment, isn't it? And you've encapsulated that in your wonderful garden. What's the idea behind this space?
The whole point, I think, is to get people, the message is to get people growing their own. And I think people think they have to banish vegetables to the bottom corner of the garden. But I think they should be really in your face. I want them by the kitchen door, so you can look at them every day, you can tend them. And in that case, they need to look really good. And so we've tried to make them different. We put them in raised beds because they're so much easier to work. And then you get their lovely outlines in the winter. So even when they're not burgeoning with all sorts of veg, but you've just got your cabbages and your leeks, you've still got the actual outline of the bed. And the whole thing is that you can live from it and you can live with it. And apart from really cramming in the veg, for which I've been criticised, but anyone who grows vegetables know that we love our veg and we like to grow as many as possible. I've also got this space here where we've got the glass ceiling above us.
Amazing, isn't it?
Because I hate it in the summer when it's just not quite right for being outside. You've got people coming, and it's lovely to have a covered space with a fire or whatever. And then you've got this glass deck on top, so you've got this amazing space where you can look down on the garden. And it's light, so you don't know
You've got
it's
everything in here. The amount of produce would be quite incredible from this place. Like, you could feed more than a single family. You could feed guests. You could, you would have so much produce from a garden like this.
I reckon I think it's at 9 square metres would keep one person self-sufficient in veg throughout the year. And so if you have 4 nines, family of 4, 36, we've easily got that. But it looks good as well. It's not, it's maybe 80% veg, fruits and herbs and things. But then we've got flowers for picking. We've got angelica.
Well, I was going to say the ornamentals in here and the strong layout. You've got a really beautiful formal layout with a wonderful centrepiece as well. I love the way the water just spills over that, and it just draws the eyes in from the long ways, but also from the side view too.
But that water is a dunking pool. I hate waiting for the can to fill up.
Oh, there's even a practical use for that too.
So I like to dunk in my can and put it on the veg, and it's much quicker and it's much more fun to do it like that. So and we've got curved raised beds because I'm just getting a bit bored of rectangular raised beds. And with Willow, you can do those amazing shapes, and it just adds a bit more interest, a bit more fun.
You got a silver gill. Are you pleased with that, or?
Ooh, I don't think the judges quite got the message. I think grow your own really is big, and I think to make it look beautiful as well is important. And I crammed it in, and I admit to that, and I'm glad I did, but they didn't like it.
Well, being in this garden, I can see why you did. Thanks so much, Bunny. Well, I'd love a garden like this, but unfortunately for millions of gardeners like myself who live in a city, becoming self-sufficient is impossible. It's a case of growing what you can in a small garden or balcony.